Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So we're starting off this month nice and early with the Runescape 3 scaling money making guide for December. So I wanted to get this in nice and early because I believe that December is going to be pretty action packed with the weekly events for Christmas, the Christmas event, and also the woodcutting, fletching, and fire making 110 skills coming to the game as well. But we'll get started, and if you haven't seen this series before, what we basically do is go through the overview of the wiki for the money making guides for a certain thing. We do skilling and combat, talk through the methods, if they're up in price, if they're down in price, anything I've done with that method before, if we can adjust it or amend it just so you can make a little bit more profits as well. Now what this is that this is the big sort of run through, and then off this sort of episode I will make smaller, more detailed money making methods about certain videos. And if you are brand new to the series and brand new to the channel, please make sure to drop me a subscription. It really does help me out to be seen out by more people, and drop a like on the video as well. That also is a big thing for me as well, and it really helps me out. But let's get started. So we have Croesus Duo 64.5 mil, and I do expect Croesus to have a bit of a spike this month. With one of the drops from the Croesus, it is going to be the Foul Torch. That is going to be very beneficial for people wanting to train woodcutting or benefiting from the new woodcutting update. So with that, kind of how it did with mining, I expect it to go up because the skilling offhand has some use, and because of that, people will want to use it. The Gates of Eladinus is 52.5 mil. Again, mainly driven by the offhands. The Runic Katuna has actually gone up a little bit in price, but the memory dowser is where the GP is. If you can get a memory dowser nice and early, in my opinion, I stopped doing Eladinus because that is really the drop you're chasing. The rest of the drop table isn't horrific. It isn't actually that bad. But that memory dowser is just so much of a GP. That is what you're looking at for as well. Dazzling Whirly Gigs at 38.1 mil. Again, depends on penance powder. Depends on the price of the golden roses. That's a big thing with that. Golden roses can really affect the price. But 38.1 mil for one of the more click-intensive methods, but pretty good as well. Whirly Gigs will always be decent prices, especially the penance powder as well. Tier 2 Big Game Hunter is 26.8 mil. We have the rune crafting of the necromancy runes. So we've got spirit runes at the minute, 26.7. Bone runes, 26.7 as well. And then we also have flesh, 26.3. A little bit down in price at the minute. They are experiencing a bit of a crash. They will settle out. One thing I always say is when it comes to necromancy rune crafting, I do it when they're up in price and the demand is there. Just because I have a better chance to sell it over mid, and just because I have quite a lowish span for rune crafting. So I'll try and do it whenever I know I'm going to make a little bit more profit than normal anyway. Nature runes for the Abyss is actually 25.8 mil as well. We have dust runes, 25.7. Extra fine sandwood telekinetic grind at 24.4. Still trying to settle after the wave of sandstone came onto the Grand Exchange by the look of it, but it will go back up in price. It is still very good. Lore runes for the Abyss, 21.9 mil. We have Big Game Hunter Tier 1 dinosaurs, 20.1. Blood runes for the Abyss without element stones, 19.9. Fletching Hydrix Criminal Bolts. Again, I'm going to have a little bit of a look at this at some point. I'm just a little bit nervous about Criminal Bolts selling, but I'll go and have a check anyway for you guys and see if it's worthwhile doing. Aggression Potions, 19.5. We have Air Runes, Water Runes for the Abyss. Again, 19 mil, 18.5. Super Sorodome and Brewplast, 17.2 mil. Fire Runes for the Abyss, 16.7. And this just hammers home that rune crafting really is the absolute king of scaling moneymakers. Apart from the bosses, it's rune crafting which always seems to be performing the best. Decorated urns. So we have the updated wiki tab, which they updated a couple of months ago, which now breaks it all onto one page. It seems at the minute that the mining urns are the best performing. Although for December, I imagine that woodcutting urns are going to see a gigantic spike because people will be woodcutting for the new update, even if it's only just to go and get the brand new axe. We have Cosmics for the Abyss at 15.4. Weapon Poisons, Double Plus, 15.4 mil there. Tier 3 Big Game Hunter, 15.3 mil. And we have Making Summoning Potions, 14.3. Always seem very consistent. For a level 40 potion, 14.3 mil profit is pretty huge. Astral Runes at 14.1 mil. We have the Torstol Incense Sticks, so they're 13.5. Lanternine is 11.4. We have 9.3 for Qualms, although they are going down in price. And Spirit Weeds are 11.7. So Incense Sticks, providing you've got the unlock from the Garden of Kareed, where you can make the Incense Sticks twice as quick, always worth doing. Sif Soil still down, but I've just done Market Watch for this week, and there are a lot of archaeology items starting to stir back up again and come up in price. So maybe Sif Soil will pop back up to its normal price. But Ancient Gravel, 12.4 mil, and we have the Earth and Clay at 12.1. Super Anti-Poisons, 12 mil. That's up a little bit actually, to be fair. Super Anti-Poisons are normally around 10 mil, so 12 mil is a pretty decent price. Fletching Onyx Bolts, 11.6. Ascensionary Bolts, 11.4. Spiritual Potions, 11.2. And we have Saltwater Mud Sift Soil, 11.1. Super Defense Potions, 10.7. Skill Chompers, 10.7 there. Fletching Headless Dying Arrows, 10.7 as well. Weapon Poisons, triple plus, 10.4 mil. Super Prayer Renewals, 10.2. Elder Rune Bars, 10.2 mil for that. Bit surprised it's still as good as what it used to be, but again, that might be something we're going to check out as well. Necronian Bars, 8.9 mil. Seems that the bar prices are getting back to where they used to be. Lesser Necroplasm Rituals, pay to play, 8.9 mil there, and that will be probably, yes, with the 103. You're going to get about 10.5 mil because of the sheer amount of multiplier glyphs you can use on it as well. But it's still a very solid AFK. It's a very good AFK as well. And might actually make the AFK videos for this week. Incandescent Energies, 8.5. Still good. But by Incandescent Energies, I think we can all agree, nowhere near as good as it used to be. This used to be heavily over like 12 mil per hour. So it's a little bit sad that it's gone, but yeah. We have Empty Divine Charges at Incandescent Wisps, 8 mil per hour. We have Normal Screening Volcanic Ash, 7.9. We have Agility Arena for the Pirate Silk, 7.6. Stonewall Segments, still 7.3 mil, which is still pretty good. Enchanting Onyx Bolts is currently valued at 7.1 mil. Elder Planks at 4th Rim 3, 7.1. Elder Magic are pretty much the same. Elder Headless Arrow, 6.7. Botanist Ami, 6.5. Battle Staffs at the minute, 6.4 mil. Solid way to make some GP. Prayer Potions, 6.3 mil. Smithing Cannonballs, 6 mil per hour. Really decent, and AFK as well, especially like if you'll need the Mauritania legs to get it, but it's still pretty decent. Mining Soft Plate, 5.5 mil. Hots in Vibrant Energy, 5.7. Making Ritual Candles is currently 5.3 mil, which is not too bad at all. Really good GP there, and a little bit of Necromancy XP as well. You will get a couple of levels if you're level 60 doing that. I did. It was very decent. We have Crafting Dragonstone Jewellery, 5.1 mil for bracelets. Stormguard Steel, still pretty solid as a like cash to do, 5 mil per hour there. Death Runes for the Abyss, 4.9. Super Attack Potions, 4.6 mil. Unfinished Landslime Potions, 4.3 mil. We have Large Historic Crates, 4.2. Not as good as that used to be, but a bit of a tip I used to do as well, especially on the bond accounts. If I ever got the Archaeology Daily, I would just do an invo of these tier 5s and just save them. So when I ever was desperate for cash or needed cash, I knew I had my tier 5 archaeology sets. I could hammer them out, turn them into historic crates, and then get rid of them that way. Primal Ores, 4.1 mil per hour, pretty good, and that's kind of up in price a little bit as well, that's not too bad. Air Runes with a Wicked Hood, 4 mil per hour. We have Unfinished Dwarf Weeds, 4 mil. Excavating Blood of Orcas, 4 mil. Orichalcum Bars, 3.9. Unfinished Spirit Weeds, 3.9. Elder Logs, 3.8 mil, still very good there. Emerald Jewellery, 3.6 mil, again, really good one if you are free to play. Especially the rings and the necklaces have a huge chance of being higher in the Grand Exchange, so make sure to check your margin before doing it. Smelting Gold Bars, 3.4 mil. Bomb Vials, something which we mention quite a lot, is that with 54 crafting you can do bomb vials. The investment for it is so minute because the molten glass is so cheap. Again, really good way to start off an account if you are looking to do it. And crafting as well, you'll be training your crafting to get to better things. And with making this profit, you can then start investing in things like battle stats, where you'll be getting more profit and more XP, and then gradually building your account up as a result as well. We have Mining Rune Ore, it's low intensity on members, that's 3 mil per hour. We have Ruby Jewellery as well, non-members, that's 2.9. Again, I'd probably say Emerald's a bit better to sell. Mining Granite, 2.8. Concentrated Coal Rocks, 2.8. Fruitful Scrolls, 2.8 mil per hour, and so is Lumite. Addy Bars, again, a free-to-play method, 2.8 mil. And for once, Rune Bars are a little bit cheaper than that as well. Spinning Flax with the Spin Flax spell, 2.4. Smelting Steel Bars, again, another non-members, 2.4. Mining Bainite is 2.5. And now I'm just getting to the point where we're just picking stuff out. Again, Smelting Bronze Bars, starting at absolute level 1. Again, level 9, you make a little bit more profit. But if you want to train your smithing, do it with doing this, and you will make even more money. Free-to-play Iron Mining is 1.7 mil GP. And that's about where we're going to finish off and round up from there as well. Because, to be fair, anything lower than this, there are going to be lower methods which are higher as well. Especially like free-to-play, there are definitely methods around which can make you more GP. But, again, like the top tier money making methods aren't too great, but the sort of methods between 10 in like 4 mil per hour, either up in price or more consistent or more sort of plentiful this month as well. Definitely a lot to get stuck into as well. We have a big skilling update, which I know some people have said it's only one tier of trio stuff, but it's going to bring new things in, which is going to bring hype. People woodcutting will drive up the prices of things like urns, supplies, and like it's amazing like how a certain skill just having a sort of lease of life or brand new updates can bring other skills to have more profit as well. But again, a lot of these methods will be in money making videos this sort of month. December, I'm going to try and sort of cram them together just so we can throw out like a couple of money making methods videos, a couple of AFK videos as well. But if you're looking forward to it, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, it really does help me out. Sorry to say it again, but it really does help me out. But that is going to be the end of the skilling money making methods for December. We are on episode 13, now officially over a year old. So going really well, but that's all down to your guys' comments, likes as well. It really, really does help. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Any things I've missed off or any things you can sort of see as a suggestion, make sure to drop it down in the comment section below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.